What makes Johnny Depp so attractive? Welcome back to LookLogix, everyone. Today I'll be assessing Johnny Depp's facial attractiveness using faceiq Labs. Johnny Depp comes in at 7.49 out of 10 for his harmony, which is incredibly high. It's actually the highest we've ever rated for someone so far. And we'll go over why he gets such a high scoring exactly. So he comes in at the top 0.7%, about 1 in 146 people. So this is an excellent harmony score, and his side profile gets a 9.08 out of 10. His front profile is also really good at a 6.53 out of 10, which is the top 9.7%. And then his side profile is, I mean, look at that, top 0.0005%. Now this is from my landmarking of his face. I did my best to landmark accurately. However, I think it would be a little bit lower. I think the overall score is quite accurate, about a 7.5 for Johnny Depp in his prime. So let's start with the front ratios for Johnny. His mouth width to nose ratio is his lowest score, and you can see what's going on with his nose to his mouth. The ratio is off and not unideal. The eye aspect ratio is a 2.34 out of 10. And the right eye width to height aspect ratio is also a 2.83 out of 10. Johnny's interpupillary mouth width ratio is a 3.35 out of 10, still out of ideal. And then his eyebrow tilt is too aggressive. It is too aggressively tilted. To me, it doesn't look that bad, but he does look a little angry, you can see. So his eyebrows do go in quite deep, and they're super low set. I mean, these are some of the lowest setted eyebrows I've ever seen on a person. However, that angle with his eyebrow tilt, which is the angle you can see is 18.9 and 15.7 degrees, is just really aggressive, and that's why it's getting a lower score. It's just too out of the ideal range, which would be a little less. So his mouth corner position is a 6.46 out of 10, and then his eye separation ratio is a 6.5 out of 10. After that, he has some really high scores, like his chin to philtrum ratio, which is almost a 7 out of 10, and then the rest is actually ideal, 10 out of 10. Cheekbone height especially, Johnny Depp has very high set cheekbones, and you can see he has those hollow cheeks. His neck width is also ideal, just a really good looking face overall. By the way, guys, if you'd like to try this out for yourself, I have a 20% off coupon. You can use the code LookLogix. I'll also put it in the description and the pinned comment. If you'd like to check it out, you can check your own harmony, your key strengths, weaknesses. Please tell me what you think if you do try the app for yourself. And let's move on to the side ratios. So for Johnny's side, his lowest score is a 7.14 out of 10. It isn't even out of the ideal range. It's still in the blue, well, in the greenish blue area. And it's his mental labial angle. It's just not as, it's a little flat, as you can see, at 140.3 degrees. With the next one, it is a 7.36 out of 10. It's the hold away H line. And then his upper lip S line position. It is really amazing to see how there's nothing in the red for his side, and that is what's causing such an incredibly high score. You can see out of how many 10 out of 10 out of 10 there are for this side profile. And Johnny Depp has one of the highest recorded side profile scorings for harmony. Now let's look at the overview and see Johnny Depp's key strengths. His number one is his ideal mandibular projection. This contributes to a pleasant jaw contour by indicating that the lower jaw is not recessed or overly projected. You can see these are all 10 out of 10. And then going down, the only ones that are not perfectly ideal, that are still in the excellent range, are his harmonious eye protrusion. They do stick out a little bit more. His excellent jaw steepness. This contributes to a pleasant jaw contour due to the jaw being neither too steep or too flat. Balanced jaw shape. This contributes to a pleasant jaw contour due to the jaw having ideal proportions and angularity. And some others right here you can see. Excellent eye tilt. Balanced nose width. So one thing that doesn't make Johnny Depp have a 10 out of 10 canthal tilt scoring For his lateral canthal tilt, you can see that he does get 7.4 degrees on one of his eyes, and then 3.2 degrees. That's just the mapping of the score, but it's not perfectly ideal because it is too mediumly tilted. It is not perfectly positively tilted. And then finally, let's look at Johnny Depp's areas of improvements. So his lowest scores are his narrow mouth, which actually gets a minus 4.3 out of 10 on harmony. The mouth is too slim, reducing expressiveness and facial proportion. His close-set eyes are a minus 4.1 out of 10 on the harmony. The eyes are positioned too close together, reducing mid-face balance. Then his wide nose. The nose is too broad, creating an unbalanced facial appearance. This is a wide nose comparatively to his mouth position. Then he has some others, and you can read through these. You can pause this if you'd like to check it out. So yeah, there you guys go. You can see Johnny Depp has an extremely high scoring on faceiq Labs. Johnny Depp has a very rare face, and he even still maintains it to this day. Even though he's a little bit older, you can still see the hollowness in his cheekbones, and he still has that wide set. So once again, if you guys would like to try the app for yourself, see what you score on your harmony, then you can use the code LookLogix 20% off. I'll put a link in the description in the pinned comment if you want to check it out. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.